Hello, welcome to yet another video of Acharya Nidana Academy. In this particular video, we are going to discuss some of the new concept, that is how to learn. So the easiest formula that we can able to apply, that is RCB of learning. RCB refers to what? Remember, connect and build. Remember, connect and build. So why we need to know about this kind of phenomenon, that what we can say RCB, why we need to do RCB. So whatever may be the case, so in whatever may be the field, first and foremost thing required is building. To build something, we need to have some resources. So to have the resources, that means we have to work very hard, or we have to work consistently on an every single day basis. Then we have to remember those informations, and we have to bring it together, connect those informations and build something new. So that means whenever if you do this, the person may have the right knowledge. It is being mentioned that knowledge is power. Is it true? No. Right knowledge is powerful. Right knowledge is considered to be power. Right knowledge at the right occasion for the right problem in the right opportunity in the right place by the right person is considered to be most powerful thing. For this we have to work very hard, plus we have to work smart on a very single day basis. So when you are gaining the knowledge, then next thing comes is wisdom. So the main difference between the knowledge and wisdom is using the data, whatever you are collected, for the benefit of the mankind, that we can say about, that is knowledge. Whereas wisdom means the one, by those data we come to know when not to use it. That is the purpose of wisdom. So everyone should strive for that particular highest level of wisdom, where we are going to learn when those informations are harmful or are not beneficial to the whole mankind, that has to be practiced there. Now, regarding the RCB of learning, that is remember, connect and build. Remember something new, or remember the whatever the information you have learned so far, remembering those informations, connect those different information in such a way that we are going to build something new. That is what we can say the RCB of learning, which can be applied in each and every area, whatever may be the case, whether it may be in the form of in the field of Ayurveda, or in the field of engineering, or in the field of economics, or in the field of law, or in the field of hospital management, or in the field of what do you say that the computer, etc. In all these cases, we can able to apply these aspects, RCB. So now we are looking into the remembering those informations in terms of Ayurveda information. So that means the person who has started learning Ayurveda, that means they have to know some of the information, that is the concept of dosha. What actually dosha means? When do you say the person is having the increased dosha or decreased dosha in the body? What are the different functions of the dosha? And what happens when the dosha is going to get increased in the body, or when the person is having a decrease of the dosha in the body? And what are the reasons where the person will be having abnormal functioning of the dosha, etc.? That we have to remember those informations. In terms of srotas, what are the srotas are being afflicted, or channels are being afflicted, whether the person is having the bahya srotas affliction or abhyantar srotas affliction, which particular bahya srotas is having the most common exposure, whether is it the mouth or nose or the ears or eyes or the anus or urethra or vagina or the breast, which particular srotas or bahya srotas is being afflicted, we need to know about it. And what about the degree of affliction, etc., that we need to know about it. In terms of the ama, what actually ama refers to, how ama is formed in the body, whether ama is present in the alimentary canal or ama is present in the tissue level, or the agni, whether the person is having normal agni or disturbed agni, whether the agni dysfunction is present in the alimentary canal, or the is it present at the tissue level. The vyadhi, that means the disease, what are the different types of the disease, which particular type of the disease the person is suffering from, and whether is it curable or incurable, what are the criteria for the curable or incurability of the illness, and pariksha, how to do the examination of the person. The person is, how you are going to decide the person is suffering with this particular disease itself related to this particular srotas, and how you are going to decide the this is the interaction with the patient. And nidana panchaka, that means how we are going to decide this particular nidana itself, the person is having the affliction, that is the disease manifestation has happened. What are the purorupa, what are the prodromal symptoms the person is showing, what are the symptoms the person is suffering from, and what are the manifestation progression of the disease is happening inside the body, and which particular the, what do you say, that the timing of the manifestation of the symptom, whether is it in the vata dominant period or pitta dominant period or kapha dominant period. In terms of the desha, or the place where the person is being born, where the person is being grown, where the person is being deceased, that is of importance. Upadrava and arishta, where the person is, what, which particular srotas the person is having the what do you say, that the uh, appearance of upadrava or complication is being present. Arishta, is there any life threatening signs? All those aspects that we need to remember. The organs of the mahasrotas as such, or the sequential movement or the functioning of pranavata, samanavata, and apanavata functioning, that we need to know about it. And in terms of the Rogamarga, that is whether the alimentary canal is being afflicted, or intravascular compartment is being afflicted, or interstitial compartment is being afflicted, or intracellular compartments are being afflicted, that what we can, that we need to remember what is the extent of these compartments as such. The regarding the concept of the dosha itself, further analyzing in terms of the vata. So one of the major functioning of the vata is, that is movement. Application, what the application regarding its application, what is the movement is happening in the alimentary canal, what is the movement is happening in the cardiovascular system, movements in relation to respiratory system, movements in relation to musculoskeletal system, movements in relation to neurological system, etc. That we need to remember those informations, and we further we are going to connect those informations in terms of the physics, chemistry, and biology. Now, regarding the remembering the Western information in terms of physics, chemistry, and biology, when you think about it, application of physics, let us see. Regarding the pressure, what actually the pressure gradients are. The most common that we are going to apply in the medical physiology, that is Stirling forces. What we can say, that is the Stirling forces. These are the forces, they are being exerted by the water and electrolyte and proteins present in the capillaries and interstitial spaces. So why the movement of the blood is the fluid is happening from the capillary to interstitial space? Why the at the veins the fluid will be coming from interstitial space to the capillary? All those information can be learned by knowing about the pressure as such. Volume. Why the person is having the increased volume of the fluid in one particular area or inflamed area? Why the person is having, what you say, that the decreased fluid in some other area, that is at the venous end of the capillary? And application of heat. If the heat is being applied, what actually that is happening in the body, and what actually the application of refraction in terms of the functions of the eye, or how these four areas the refractions are happening at the corneal level, at the lens level, at the vitreous humor level, or at the retina level, or at the aqueous humor level, etc. So that we can able to remember those informations. Regarding the application electrical potential, that means muscular system, neurological system, etc., that requires electrical potential to happen. This is what we can say. Application of physics comes here. Application of chemistry. So that means the conversion of macromolecules into micromolecules, that requires the enzymatic action or hormonal action. So that can be learned by application of chemistry level. The application of biology, that is what we can say, these living beings as such. The study of living beings is considered to be biology. So that means we need to know about the biology of, what do you say, that the digestive system, biology of respiratory system, biology of cardiovascular system, how they are interconnected, so that the maintenance of the health of an individual is possible. How these physiological functions are going to get disturbed, and how we are going to restore those disturbed functions. All these things we need to know regarding the Western information, application of these physics, chemistry, and biology. So we are going to learn this by three main concepts. That is, RCB of learning can be applied by three main concepts. Here we are going to have three different ways. One, that is Pakvashaya. Then second one, that is Kriyakala. And third one, that is the Rogamarga. From the point of Rachana Sharira, Kriya Sharira, and Roga Nidana. First, let us learn about the Pakvashaya. What actually Pakvashaya refers to? It's a part of Mahasrotas. As per the current understanding, it can be attributable to the large intestine. Large intestine is one of the main organ present in the whole alimentary canal. So, which ranges from ileocecal junction to anus. So, regarding the functioning, one of the major functioning is considered to be absorption of air from the large intestine. Nearly around 7 to 10 liters of air are going to enter from the ileocecal junction to the large intestine. When you are looking into the elimination of the air, nearly around 600 ml or 0.6 liters of the air will be expelled through anus in the form of flatus. What about the rest of the 6.4 to 9.4 liters of air? They are going to get absorbed from the large intestinal mucosa, wherein from there it will be expelled through nose. So that is when you think about it, can't you see the similarity between the Vata dosha sthana as Pakvashaya? Yes. Where this particular air is being, such amount of 7 to 10 liters of air is going to get enter into the large intestine. Three main sources. One, that is through the swallowed air. Second one, the gases there which are going to get enter from blood vessels. And third, the gases formed in the large intestine by colonic bacteria. The main causes of increased formation of the air in the, what do you say, that the human body, they are beans, cabbage, cauliflower, corn, vinegar are considered to be responsible for the increased gas formation in the large intestine. These are the sources of information from Guyton's physiology. Next, regarding second concept, that what we can say, that is Kriyakala. That too, a Prakopa stage of Kriyakala. So when you say the Prakopa stage, before going into that, we need to know about the macromolecules and micromolecules concept. When the person is consuming the food, they usually be in the form of macromolecules. Carbohydrates are in the macromolecular form, proteins may be in the macromolecular form, fats will be in the macromolecular form. So these macromolecules which are being present in the, which are being ingested, they will be stored in the stomach for a period of almost 2 hours to have the proper action of hydrochloric acid and other gastric juices so that they can be converted into intermediate molecules. But when the person starts doing adhyasana, this actually leads to weakening of hydrochloric acid. When the weakening of hydrochloric acid happens, that will be responsible for the proliferation of bacteria, or what we can say, the microbial proliferation. Why microbial proliferation happens? Because we are going to consume the carbohydrate rich diet. Whenever there is carbohydrate consumption is high, that is considered to be responsible for the proliferation of microbes naturally. When these microbial proliferation happens, that will be responsible for the that is inflammatory markers are going to get, production is going to get increased. These inflammatory markers are nothing but the proteins, which are responsible for the increased, what is it, oncotic pressure to happen in the gastric lumen. Whenever there is increased oncotic pressure, that will be responsible for the, what is it, that pulling effect. So that means these proteins are responsible for the pulling of the fluid from the stomach capillaries into the gastric lumen. Thereby, the volume of the stomach is going to get increased. What we can say, that is Prakopa avastha. So, same kind of mechanism that can happen in the small intestine and large intestine also in case of Prakopa avastha. This is about the application of, what we can say, physics, chemistry, and biology in terms of the understanding of Prakopa stage of Kriyakala. The third concept, that what we can say, that is Rogamarga understanding. When you say about Rogamarga, the whole human body is considered to be described as the compartments. So the major compartment which is visible and one of the major compartment which is necessary for the transformation of the unabsorbable substances into absorbable substances, they are alimentary canal, which is a canal which is present in the middle. The two ends of this canal are considered to be mouth and anus. Adjacent to this particular alimentary canal, there are considered to be blood vessels are being present. Adjacent to the blood vessels, there are interstitial spaces. Adjacent to the interstitial spaces, there will be considered to be multiple cells are being present, which are the spaces present inside these cells are considered to be intracellular spaces. Now, regarding the whatever the food substance you are going to consume from the stomach or small intestine, large intestine, they will be moving from from them into the capillaries of the stomach, small intestine, large intestine. If they are micromolecules, then these substances will move from portal circulation into the liver, from there into the hepatic veins, from there into the inferior vena cava, from there into the heart, from there into the aorta, then the capillaries. If they are macromolecules or intermediate molecules such as fat molecules, they are entering via lymphatics into the thoracic duct, from there into the superior vena cava at the junction of left internal jugular vein and subclavian vein, from there into the heart, from there into the aorta, from there into the capillaries. That means from the capillaries of stomach, small intestine, large intestine, till the capillaries of the, what do we say, the cardiovascular system, they are categorized under intravascular compartment. From the capillaries till the, what we can say, the interstitial spaces, they are categorized under interstitial compartment. From the interstitial compartment which contains multiple cells, the nutrients, they will be moving from interstitial compartment into the cells. What we can say, that is intracellular compartment. This is about the movement of the nutrients. In the same way, pathogens, they start move from the alimentary canal into the intracellular compartment. So the take-home messages from today's discussion are: if you can able to apply the principles of physics, chemistry, and biology with Ayurveda fundamentals with appropriate interpretation, then perfect blending of these information can be practiced and it can be achieved also. The RCB of learning is remember all the information, connect different information from different fields, maybe in the form of Ayurveda, Western medicine, physics, chemistry, etc., and build new information. And this was being practiced by knowing the three different informations: Pakvashaya, Prakopa stage of Kriyakala, and concept of Rogamarga. Dear ANA members, that's all for today. Mention in the comment box what are the major key takeaways from today's discussion. Mention below. And what would you like to have a discussion? One topic for the discussion of your interest. Mention below in the comment box. And if you're liking this particular video, then put a thumbs up and let us have the new learning in the, let us make the but a small movement that is happening now into a huge and huge movement. Thank you.